pussy. There you go.
Here you go.
There you go, y'all. Dom. Watching us.
Yes.
Dom.
Did you hear her reading you?
I like salty, and I am a top.
You like salty nuts.
He said he likes salty nuts.
So he likes them after the gym.
He's a top. What's up, baby?
Hey, look, you guys are on YouTube and I'm on Twitch.
Oh,
Okay.
really?
Okay.
Say hi. Shut up.
Hey,
Hold on.
y'all. What's going on Twitch? Let me tell you something. We coming over there, Don. We coming over there to Twitch. Oh, there you go. Hi, baby. Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Oh, my God. Listen.
You got your whole crew there.
What's going on? Hey, y'all. Hey. So I want to say this, Don, while we got you live.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is a great transition into the Kamala segment that we were getting ready to talk about.
Did you say transition?
So
I just interviewed her yesterday.
I was just going to talk about that, but we didn't know you were going to text. But I was just going to talk about that because we got the video where she's on her book tour and they were heckling her. And she said, listen, I am not the president. But go ahead. What are you going to say?
So so in interviewing her and talking to her, Don, what did she display heavy Libra energy?
Yes.
Because we Libras are fair, but when we feel like that we've been wrong, we will lash out.
Y'all were asking if I was a Dom top or verse. She was a Dom top yesterday.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
And the energy was strong. But also, I got to tell y'all, guys, come here. How is she looking at me?
Oh, dude.
She was looking at me like, I was like, Kamala, don't make me fall in love with you. I mean,
wait a minute,
Don, because I saw y'all hugging and all of that. And I saw at the end of the interview, she said, tell Tim I said hello.
Yeah.
So now we don't even have Don. Now he's not even gay no more.
I saw that.
God damn it.
So just because you gay, that means you don't like women?
What do you mean, me?
No, I'm telling my Trent over here because he said we don't like we you can be gay and like women. I love women. I just like dick more.
Look, Don doesn't like dick.
Maddie, I started with women. And I might finish. Who knows? I'm just saying.
My God today.
Wow. My God today. Look, I just tell you, after I'm a man of a certain age, and sometimes you just got to do what you got to do.
And Don, you're rich. Let me tell you something. So
I'm
guys,
rich.
yeah. So listen. So we were out. So Don came out to the show in New York. We loved Don. We gave Don. We loved Don. Anytime we're in New York City, Don is our premier guest.
I'm coming.
So Don was drunk. Laverne was drunk. We were all drunk. We were all toasted, right? Having a good time.
No, Laverne was fucked up.
Yeah. But
Laverne was not even tipsy. She was, yes. She was.
Thank you for corroborating what I said.
But I want to say this. This is the Don that I love.
I love you. And of course I know you worked for CNN and it's different when you're working for a corporate company. I absolutely adore your content because you still bring the professionalism, the journalism and all of that stuff. But I love how you're able to just be everyday, like everyday American, everyday black man, everyday black gay man. And you just say the things that the people want to hear you say. You know what I mean? I love that.
You know why I do that? Because I'm rich.
That part. And you know what? When you text me the other day, say, hi, friend. I was like, what's up, Don?
I love the fact.
What's up, Don?
So Don, we've been like when we the last couple of shows and we've been talking about you. Like we use some of your footage to talk about.
Do.
And so we've been saying that people who are black people that either are queer or adjacent that need to be protected. You are at the top of the list. Mm-hmm. Jasmine Crockett is at the top of the list. Mm-hmm. But we say like black people that need to be protected at all costs. I, as your good sister, have a question.
Yes,
when you're out on the street and you're interviewing all of those people and you're talking to people who recognize you and then some that don't, how do you what precautionary methods do you have in place for your protection?
Because I was wondering if you move around with security when you're out there.
Okay, so here's the deal. I didn't have to before. I had security when I was at CNN because I mean, quite honestly, I had death threats, right? I couldn't take public transportation because I like to be amongst the people. I love to take the subway. And I know people think that's weird, but I like to. It's the fastest way from point A to point B. Plus, you
Yeah.
get a vibe of the city and people and what's going on. And so, for the last 4 or 5 years when I was at CNN, I couldn't. And so that's why I moved from Harlem because, my show was at 10 o'clock at night and I would spend like 2 hours in traffic getting to work so I moved to Hudson Yards, right where CNN was. But so I had security then. CNN had to outfit my house with security because of the death threats. I still get letters in the mail updating me on people who have, been incarcerated for threatening me or CNN or whatever. They'll say, Bob Williams is being moved to another facility or he has a hearing date on this day. And so I get that from the Department of Justice ever so often. But then that sort of went away when I left CNN.
Yeah.
But now with this sort of social media forward thing that I have, everybody recognizes me because I'm in their pocket. More
Yeah.
people than when I was on CNN.
Yeah. I
Because
saw you.
everybody has a phone, everybody's got TikTok or they got Instagram or they Facebook or whatever. And I'm on all those platforms.
Yeah.
And so now when I'm out, people recognize me, and that means even the haters because they watch as well.
Right.
So now I have security. So I had
And
a, I had a Chicago police officer with me this weekend, and then when I'm in New York, if I go out on the streets, I'll have security as well. But usually, if I'm running around, I run around, like this
right.
with a hat in the city, some sunglasses, and then because I don't like to do that, but it may be getting to a point where I need to have it more often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting that you say that
Or
because
I'll wear 99J on the subway. And nobody's in there.
it's interesting that you say that because I saw one of your clips the other day where you were saying you kind of suggested that there are people who follow you now and they call you TikTok guy. They didn't even
Yeah.
know you from CNN.
No, they don't. It used to be. I mean, people still do it. Like
Right.
CNN or whatever. Oh, you don't work there. I love you. Or my mom loves you or whatever. But now young people, like
Yeah.
I don't live that far from NYU, and kids are like, "Oh man, I love your content. I love your work. I love what you do." I'm like, wow. So I'm reaching an entirely new audience, which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
And it's
amazing.
interesting that you say that because Madison says all of the time that the internet is more powerful than television. So that kind of supports what you
Amen.
always said because you were on CNN, but now all these people, these legions of people
Well, it's
who didn't
because
know,
because it's right here. It's in your hand.
and then in your pocket,
Yeah.
like you
Your
said.
pocket.
Yeah.
It goes with you everywhere. You don't have to tune. You don't have to wait for 50 commercials. You can just log in. It's just like, okay, they're right here in
That's
your
it.
face. It's
That's
all the
it.
time.
Well,
So
it's like guys. I'm sorry to cut you off, Maddie, but it's like going. Retail or brick and mortar stores are over unless you get. If you want to go to Gucci, maybe you do whatever. But you
Mhm.
remember we used to go to the Macy's, right? Montgomery Ward, that kind of thing. And now this is like Amazon. My comparison now, it's like this is
Yeah.
like Amazon. You can go and you can find and buy anything.
Anything.
And
Yeah.
and when I was on CNN, you had to go to the store, the CNN store, in order to find Don Lemon.
Right.
And now you can find me. You can just go on Amazon, and anybody can find me.
Right. So I wanted to ask you a
about
question.
Kamala, I want you to talk to him about Kamala, please.
Okay. So Kamala.
Kamala.
So with the Kamala,
Kamala.
Kamala.
Kamala. Before I ask about Kamala, I do want to ask you because I'll forget.
Y'all make me tired.
When the whole Charlie Kirk thing happened, did you feel the need to beef up security? Because even though I didn't agree with his policies and things that he talked about, I do think that it was unjust and unfair that he was shot and killed. And it really speaks to the accessibility of guns in this country. And then,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So, because I started thinking about, and we talked about this on the show a few weeks ago, I really started thinking and being concerned for like the Jasmine Crockett's of the world.
And Don.
And the Dons and the Letitia Jameses of the world.
Yes, I thought. Look, and I echo. I don't think anybody should die like that. Did I agree with anything he said? Pretty much no. Did I think he was racist? Absolutely. Did I think that he was doing, training young people in harmful ways? Absolutely. But I don't think anybody should die like that. And I also believe, because I feel that way, that people should try to cancel me or say disparaging things. You can say whatever you want. That's my First Amendment right to be able to say that. If you say, you don't like, I get on a plane and if I see a black pilot, I get scared or whatever because you don't believe black pilots you think they're DEI hires, your definition, because we know white women are the biggest recipients of DEI. So anyway, beneficiaries of DEI. But if you say some shit like that, then I think there are certain people in the culture who you have denigrated who may feel a certain kind of way about the shit that you said. And so I think that that's everyone's First Amendment right. I don't think Jimmy Kimmel should be fired or suspended for it. People tell the truth. We have the First Amendment. It's for us to be able to say what we want and even criticize our own government if we want. As much as I don't like it, we can even burn the flag. That's what America is about. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, but I know that not everybody believes that, not everybody understands that, and so yeah, I walk around with my head on a swivel now, and that's why I said I think I'm gonna have to start getting even more security,
Yeah.
even when I'm walking around. I would hate to walk my dogs with security, but that these are the
You got to
times
do
that
what you
we're
got to
in.
do.
Yeah,
So let's talk about Kamala because I want.
Kamala.
Yeah,
Yes. So with
I
respect,
worry about her too, like at those
I do
events.
too. Because Trump canceled her Secret Service. I'm sure she's probably gotten her own security since
Oh
then.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
She's stocked up. Yeah.
So have you read the book? I did download the book. I downloaded the Audible. I haven't started it yet, but have you
I
like?
have the audiobook and I did start it. It is good. I mean, it reads like, it's like she took notes. It's like a diary almost.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And but I like this energy. People are saying, she shouldn't, why is she doing this? It's bad for the Democratic Party. What's the strategy? It makes, I'm just saying what they're saying.
yeah.
And I'm analyzing here because I don't feel that way. She shouldn't be doing this, and it makes her look bad. I think that's all bullshit. I think that's
I think so too.
all old school, political consultants and old men who think a certain kind of way that's no longer not only is it not valuable, it's not current and it's not relevant. And I think maybe it is bad for the Democratic Party, but it may be good for America.
Yeah,
Because I think if you're treated badly in a system, if they treated the sister badly in the administration, I think that people should know about it
right.
so that they can correct it. And I think if Democrats were smart, they would regroup and go with the Kamala gathering them up and telling them about themselves and holding up a mirror.
Yeah, and I thought it was so fat. I'm sorry. I thought it was so fascinating because I've been watching a lot of her interviews. Like I saw the interview that she did with Scott. He was on E. What's his name? Scott Evans.
Oh,
Scott
Scott
Evans.
Evans. Yeah, yeah,
I've seen that, and I've watched several of her interviews, and that's what really provoked me to get the book, the audio.
yeah.
Um, but I just think that, like you said, I think it's important for her voice to be heard and to talk about it from her vantage point because we've only heard, all of the other things that everybody else has said. So I think it is important that she made her voice known.
But look, but here's what I think is what's really important that I've just from this limited experience of interviewing her recently, and this was short. I was here doing, the ICE story and whatever's happening with the National Guard and all of this other shit. And I reached out to her people and I said, "Hey, I just happen to be in town. I want to drop by and say hi." And they're like, "Oh, absolutely." And then I said, "You know what? I may as well do a social interview just for content." And I said, "It'll nothing heavy, just light. It'll be fun, a fun social moment." And they said, "Okay, great." But I think Kamala Harris is tired of listening to people because when I got there, she's the one that brought up ICE. She's the one that brought up people being gathered up off the street. She's the one who brought up Trump and talked about the power of independent media now. And so it's like this woman is, I hate to say coming into her own because she's the first, woman vice president of the United States, but I really think this is her moment, and she is unshackled and emancipated, and so she's and unafraid because she doesn't need people protecting her because she's just that good. The way she confronted those protesters yesterday, I thought it was, an exercise in, in professionalism and how you do it, and a master class in how you do it.
So Don, would you ever run for public office?
Oh my God. Do you know how many people, guys?
Yes, I've told him over and over again he
Yeah,
should
I
win.
People ask me all the time on the streets, in the chats, and I'm like, no way.
I agree because I've had people in our comments saying the same thing.
I want to run for
But
public
let me
office.
ask, Maddie, you think I should? Why do you ask me that question?
Well, because I believe that you have a clear level head, and you've also been a part of the media and also the news, and you've been on the ground, and like you know the ins and outs of the politics, and I've watched you hold Democrats and Republicans accountable for on both sides. I watched you do it. I've watched you communicate with the people and still be, people are belligerent towards you and you still have a level head in conversation. I've watched you do this. I think that you've been around long enough, and like we've all been around long enough to watch how the country has morphed into this thing that it is now.
Yeah.
And I think that because you can pass, Don. You've passed.
He's passing.
You've passed.
I'm passing.
No, I'm not being funny. But you've passed so many years because nobody really. You passed enough to get into the space where people will be like, "Oh, well, he was. Well, is he like? You know, the question like, is he gay? Is he gay?"
I know, but I know what you're saying. And who is it? Someone said, Don, I'm black famous. You're everybody famous. You're white famous. You're everyone knows you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I understand what you're saying. And also I was in legacy media for a long time. So people feel like they can relate to me. I understand what you're saying, Maddie. And there's a certain degree of truth to that. I just don't know if I want to open myself up to that and all the scrutiny and people already talk shit about me. I don't really give a fuck, but why would I invite that into my life? And why would I take a pay cut? I'm just saying, okay?
Right.
Well, I mean, you're not gonna give us no money because you're gonna always be rich. But it's just the fact of being a public servant. I think it comes. I think the power of the government, like it becomes the power with it of being able to make real change. Now.
Wait, let me just say this before you remember what you're about to
Yeah,
go
because
to.
I ain't gonna forget.
But what I was going to say was, I don't know about being able to make real change because I think you may be able to be more effective outside of government because there's so much red tape. You know what I'm saying? There's so many bargaining chips. You know what I mean? Like you may have all these great ideas, and there's this video of President Obama that's circulating again now, where he was at a rally. I think this was before he even became president. And he was at a rally, and there were like protesters at his rally. And he said, "Listen, no, don't escort them out." He said, "The problem is there may be things that I want to do, but you already know that there are so many twists and turns in terms of government to make those things happen. It's not just about me wanting it to happen. It has to go through different channels, and other people have to agree. So that's why when people like the Amanda Seals and other people like that who attack Kamala or whomever, it's like, you know, she can't just push it through just because she wants to push it through. There are other people who have to agree with it."
Yeah. I think he was either president or maybe it was a re-election. I forget what it was.
Yeah.
But he said he was being heckled, and he said, no. Let those young people have their say, whatever. And he just answered them like a boss. But the real contrast to me was he said these people should have their say, and because of his wisdom and just his quickness, he he stopped them in their tracks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just quailed the situation. Donald Trump can't do that.
No.
Throw them out. Get them out here. They're whatever. The liberals stupid. Get them out of here. Kick them out. And it's like, every time I hear Barack, I'm like, or I see him, I'm like, damn, there's a fucking president. There is a president right there. It's not all of this nasty. Every time Donald Trump talks, it sounds like he's vomiting.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you who I can't stand to hear the talk is that RFK.
Oh God.
That is awful.
But he's got the thing right with the muscles.
I don't give a fuck.
But Don, I have like a lot of arguments with friends of mine.
Yes, Maddie.
With my straight friends who are black men who say, well, I gotta say that the Democrats done sat around for this long period of time and haven't done nothing. Donald Trump done came here and got shit done. And I'm like, to fight against what you're saying, they're doing things that are against the Constitution. And so if you saying that the Democrats have sat around all this time and they haven't done anything, like these people are going completely against it. Like the Constitution over there. Okay, I don't give a fuck about that. So for people to say, well, this is a president that's getting things done, but they're doing things that are against the Constitution.
Yeah.
Yes.
The bedrock.
So, but breaking norms and they're actually breaking rules and they may be breaking laws. And they are breaking laws because that's why judges stop them, and that's why judges are saying that they can't do some of these things. But Maddie, if I can give you some advice, I think the better answer for your friends is, what do you mean? What are they doing? Give me some examples.
Right.
And if they say the economy is good, I've said, well, no. But look at in August there was a negative 30,000 jobs added to the economy. Inflation is at its highest that it's been in 3 years. Grocery store prices grocery store prices are higher than they've been in 3 years. So what are you talking about? What exactly has he done that has improved your life?
Right.
He's trying to he's trying to take away your health care. The government is not open. You're having to spend longer times in long lines to get on airplanes. Some of the airports are in chaos because they don't have enough people to work, enough air traffic controllers. Our skies are not as safe. So what the fuck are you talking about? Give me a concrete, specific example about how Donald Trump has improved your life, and then maybe I'll buy into what you're saying.
Speaking of airports or flying in and all that stuff not being safe, you're traveling all around the country. Are you nervous now about flying?
Yeah, but look, I have a very healthy respect for the air. I'm not a real comfortable flyer. I fly a lot, but I'm not real comfortable flying because I just don't think it's natural, right? Humans are not supposed to fly. Otherwise, God would have given us wings. So, but what?
I know. Listen,
every motherfucking country.
No,
goddamn. My daughter was in Italy. My daughter was in Italy. Oh my God. The bitch was just in Italy. What are you talking about, bro?
Scared of the air is your legs.
Listen. I know, right?
Girls, stop it. You're both pretty. Okay, stop it.
I know I fly a lot, but I'm like you. I'm still very nervous to fly. I just still do it anyway because I just believe that what's meant to be will be. But
That's how
I'm
I
just
feel.
curious.
I don't really like it, but I'll do it, and that's why I fly first class. If I'm gonna go, I'm gonna
correct.
I'm gonna have a cocktail in my hand.
I ain't going past row 6.
Listen,
we're not going past row 6.
We fly first class too, but I'm gonna tell you something.
She put her daughter in 8.
I told her recently. I said, but I saw like a report or a statistic that said when you fly first class, you're less likely to survive a plane crash.
Well, girl,
because it takes the biggest impact. But I will tell you though, there were no first class seats available, so I will be in the selfie crowd in the back with people saying, "Can I get a selfie? Oh my God!"
You gotta get off that plane immediately.
My God,
Get off of that plane. I will change flights. And here's the thing. I need you to understand, if I go in first class, I'm letting y'all know, oh, God is handsome, child. You see him in a minute. Right. I got here first. I got here first, girl. You should have bought a first class ticket. Now you're on your way to hell. I saw God first, girl.
But Maddie, you know what's next. You know what's next.
What's
that
next?
You won't have to fly first class. You can just go on your own. I'm just saying.
Oh, I'm not with that.
Private?
Like people being able to fly by themselves, you mean?
No, I mean private.
Oh.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Yeah,
we accept that. We accept that.
We receive it.
We receive that.
I received that.
Don, listen, I want to ask you. I was going to call you the other day and say, bitch, how do you feel?
What were you gonna say?
Bitch.
One more time.
Bitch. How do you feel about these girls that are having all of this conversation around Kamala, and they were some of the main girls giving people the notion like that
she was questionable as a candidate.
She was, like what the fuck?
Well, now what you mean? Which girls?
The girls. I'm gonna pee. I'll let Craig say that.
Angelica Ross, Amanda Seals. The people who were like, well, I don't really know about her. Even they were talking about Conscious Lee. People have been
So
saying,
basically, you're talking about them criticizing
and saying that they weren't really sold on her as a candidate. Because I personally believe that.
What else did you have?
What else did you have when you had those two options? And you're saying to us and to your audience, and you have this vast or this large audience, and you're like, I don't really know about her. I personally believe you kind of helped usher in this regime.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and you also
did somebody in the background just say,
That was me. I feel the same way about that was me. I feel the same way about that. About people who voted for third party candidates. You fucked
there
around
you
and
go.
you found out. You found out. And I mean, you have to read the room. There's a time and a place for everything. When your choice is Donald Trump and someone else, I'm always going to take the someone else.
Right. And I'm not at all saying that if she had gotten into office, I'm not saying that we shouldn't have held her accountable and said, listen, these are the things that we need you to address. But there was a time and a place.
Stop texting and talking about me like I'm not here. My team is texting each other. So I'm kidding. I'm messing with you.
Who?
They're texting each other across the room. Like this, so let me tell you, I have taken over my social media team's room. I ordered my dinner in their room. I crashed their room. I started a live feed on Twitch in their room. And now I'm calling you. They're like, this motherfucker needs to leave.
You visit them in their room.
Huh?
Craig and Maddie, have y'all ever seen the inside of our hotel rooms when we're on the road?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
No. But what about
they call
it's like since you spend time with those people.
No, Craig, you know what?
That's why I like when I only travel with Madison because she takes care of those people. Craig don't even want to feed us.
Craig, you're a mess.
I love to have a family dynamic. I love to take the team to dinner every night. I just think it's important.
So
but they don't want to go because they're coming back. Come back and work. They're working. Look at all these computers that are out.
I saw.
Working.
Listen, no, done. I gotta get this answer.
Yes, ma'am.
Then we're gonna be messy. But and then I know you got to get out their room.
But I got a question too before.
But no, done. Craig called everybody's name. For me, it was just the fact that I watched people, and then now now I'm seeing people heckling this woman. And and she's like, I'm not the president.
Right.
I'm not the president of the United States or whatever. But the scary part was I see a lot of queer people. And it's not like that we're not supposed to be worried about what's going on between Israel and Palestine.
Mm-hmm.
But I always think about, as a queer person, how if we were in any of those countries, they'd walk us down there to the gallows. And I'm not saying that we're not supposed to care about innocent children
and people,
but if you as a queer person are advocating, and I'm not saying do not advocate for it, but you got to think about where you live, and would those people be standing up and fighting hard for your existence, and if war was being placed on you, and would they stone you in the street? Would they hang you in the street for being who you are?
Well, I think I know where you're going, but I'm not exactly sure. Let me just say how I feel about this. I know there are people who say, why are you supportive of Gaza or Palestinians or Palestine? Because they throw people from roofs, right? If you're gay, if you're queer, lesbian, queer, transgender, whatever you want to call it. And I understand that. I believe two wrongs don't make a right. And just because there are people who are cruel, it doesn't mean that you cannot stand up for, you can't be a humane person. And that doesn't mean that you have to watch somebody else starve, right?
Right.
So, and so I don't really categorize it that way. I understand that it's not America. America's different. I do know that Israel is one of I think it's very LGBTQ friendly. I've never been there. People are saying you should go to Tel Aviv, blah, blah, blah. It's very open. And I know that
we saw Caitlin over there.
Yeah.
She had her hands against the wall saying, help.
Yeah. Well,
Help me.
But here's the thing that I would add to
Help,
that.
get me out.
You know,
Get us out of here.
I just don't like. I
vote.
don't like that people people compare. It's like a, you know, an oppression Olympics, right? I don't like people who compare everything to what happened to African Americans in this country. It's unique and it's different. And so, while I don't want to see anybody die, I don't want to see anybody, in a genocide. I don't want to see innocent lives lost. I don't know if the situations are. It's not apples to apples,
I agree.
So I just don't, I don't want to see any innocent children die because adults are fucking stupid or bigots, right? I just don't want to see it.
Yeah.
But also there are a lot of people who believe this is not our fight. This has been happening for centuries, and it's not ours to solve. But in that, I do see there's some truth in that. But also, I think you still have to have compassion for other people.
I agree with all of that.
I have compassion deeply.
Yeah, I agree with all of that.
But
my thing was I just didn't understand Americans and specifically Black people who were using their vote, who were threatening to not vote because of what was happening there. I think that you can have compassion for what's happening there, but then not to say that, well, I'm not going to vote Kamala until you tell us what you're going to do about what's happening over there. I think that you can be concerned about what's happening over there, but also exercise your right to vote here.
Yeah. Well, look, let me just tell you, I don't like what's happening in Palestine. And I look at when it happened, or in Gaza, when when they announced this sort of ceasefire or peace deal or whatever it was, I was on my show and I had up the different pictures live of, and you looked at Israel and people were cheering and it would look, like a normal state or whatever. And then the picture of Gaza came up and it looks like a war zone. It looks like a homeless encampment.
Mm-hmm.
These beautiful places where there was once beauty and buildings and people. There were people who were being pushed in wheelchairs. They were walking on dusty roads. The houses were made of cloth or fabric, where there had once stood beautiful buildings. The response has been, they've responded to this, and look, it's time for it to end. I just hope that the people in Gaza actually get something out of it and that all of it is not weighted towards Israel.
Yeah.
Because Israel is rich, they've got money, they've got an infrastructure, they've got a government, they've got all those things. Gaza has none of that anymore. Gaza doesn't have, as my mom would say when we were growing up, a pot to piss in and a hole to pour it out of, or a window to throw it out of. They don't have anything, and so I hope that they keep their promises, and I hope that there are things built into this agreement that is going to build Gaza back up. And I don't mean to be the Riviera of the Middle East, and for Trump and all of his acolytes to come in and build hotels and resorts, that it's built up into a place that is respectful and respectable of the people who live there and who deserve that land.
Right. No, I agree with that.
Hi, help me. I'm on the wall.
Shut up.
Don, I do have a question for you before you go.
Yeah.
With all this happening in this country, I think what's happening in this country, with respect to race relations, as also political parties, it's just a microcosm, if you will, of what's happening around the world. Because we see microcosm of what's happening around the world, because we also see what's happening in parts of Africa, right?
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to those 14 African countries that are no longer sending a percentage of their annual revenue to France, right? But like what's happening here is kind of happening around the world. So, but when we look at what's happening here, a lot of it is, yes, political, right side, right against left, Democrats, Republican, black, white.
Yeah. What are you asking me? What are you asking me, though? I don't know what you're asking me.
Right. Well, I'm setting it up.
Don said, ask me the motherfucking
I'm setting it up.
Don said, ask me the motherfucking question.
I'm getting there. I wanted to set it up.
Well, I got a question since we were talking about friends. Is she a man?
Oh, you talking about the French
she a
president's
man?
Wife?
Because if she's not a man,
Is she a
does
man?
Candace Owens have the money?
Oh shit.
Better get on to
Oh, ooh.
That
Would
wasn't
you
my
say no
question.
comment?
My question was, considering that you are married to a white guy, how do you guys have conversations around race relations and what's happening in this country?
In
Like,
bed.
Okay, since we're being that,
That
is
does
she a
help.
man? And does Candace Owens have the money?
Candace Owens definitely ain't got the money.
If she's not a man, is she a man?
I don't know her finances. I don't know that, but I know that I
Well,
think
do you
there's a.
know the sex?
I think she.
Is she male or not?
I don't know. Look, honestly,
Talking about the
Maddie.
prime
Honestly,
minister's wife.
I haven't studied it that much. I
Okay.
don't know, but is she? I don't think. My own personal belief is that she is a woman. I think.
And even if she was born male, she's still a woman.
Yeah.
Brigitte could have been born Brandon. However,
leave my first man
is
out of
she? I want to know if Candace has the money to pray.
I don't know her finances,
Okay.
Maddie, but I do think she has a very wealthy husband. I think she married into a very wealthy family.
For sale over there, $4.99 t-shirt.
That's what she said. She hasn't said that.
Can I get the answer to my question? I really want to know, like, how do you guys have conversations? Because it's really, really.
Are you thinking about dating a white man?
There's a lot going on in this country, and it's very obvious that it's a lot of black against white.
Well, I tell you what, you know who gave me great advice about this?
No.
Was Kamala Harris.
Really? Oh, right.
Because when Tim and I first our relationship was very new. I was at CNN and it was political season. Kamala Harris was running. I had to co-moderate a debate with her, and I also had to do town halls with her. And so we would have town halls or debate, and it would be very contentious because you got to do your job and say you said this and then you said that. That shit was contradictory. Senator Harris. So what do you say? And then she, come back and you go back at them and follow up and whatever. And then we get off stage and in the back, we would go say hello afterwards to the folks. And she would talk to me, how's your new partner or whatever, is someone you're going out with? And I said, well, I need some advice from you. It's interracial, whatever. And she would tell me, she goes, you got to overlook a lot of things in any relationship. But the important thing is that you love each other and you must have these conversations. And no matter how hard you think they are, and at the end of the day, we're all human beings.
Yeah.
So so to be honest, I hear people say all the time, well, I couldn't do it. And I think I've heard you say this, Craig. I couldn't be in an interracial relationship. It's too hard. We come from different places. We come from extremely different places. He is a Roman Catholic Irish family who he grew up in the Hamptons, right?
Yeah,
And I come from a missionary Baptist Southern black family. And so we're different, at the end of the day, we're open and we love each other. And so he learns a lot from me, and I learn a lot from him. I think he learns more from me because when you're sort of not that he grew up rich and privileged, but he didn't have to grow up with discrimination the way that I grew up with it. And so, since I have seen the evolution, I've seen him evolve over time. And if you are with someone and you love them and you understand, we live in America, I live in the real world. I live in reality. We're not going to have the same experiences. And if we're going to make this thing work, then we have to do it together. And also, as Kamala Harris said, in any other relationship, and my mom said the same thing. Her advice to me on my wedding day was, you're going to have to let a lot of shit go. And that was it. And I said, okay, there you go.
Since we're on the topic of letting shit go, please don't use pure for her, for him, pure for men, pure for women, pure for all. I think that this should be a part of all relationships, pure. Because when you talk about letting shit go, pure will help you let a lot of shit go.
Don Lemon, I'm going to tell you what I need you to do for me. I have a greeting card app called Say It in a Card, and you can send greeting cards via text message or email. I'm sure you've seen how Evites work, and they're animated, and the card comes up out of the envelope and it opens. We got breakup cards, love cards, belated birthday cards, sympathy cards, you name it, we got it. If a bitch owe you money, we got a card for that. It's under trouble friendship.
So you have a bitch better have my money card?
Bitch better have my money. And it's a free app. It's called Say It in a Card. It's available on iOS and Android. So please download it.
I will. I promise you. I can't believe we spent this much time. The Twitch people are like, what about us?
I know.
Okay,
Say bye to Twitch.
Hey, y'all. Now, listen, Don, I need to know. Are you open to a throuple? Because I'd like to watch educated men. I need y'all to start an OnlyFans for only educated men.
Who is y'all?
Can 2 people watch?
You would you add a third to your relationship? A third
Yes, of course.
that you, Craig.
Don, you haven't talked to Tim about that.
No, but that's okay.
Wait a minute. Am I being attacked?
Now hold on. But
No, Don. She's Tim. No.
Am I being attacked?
No,
here?
not you, Tim. I'm talking about his husband, Tim.
Bitch,
His
not
husband's
your
name
dead
is
man.
Tim.
Oh,
See,
Your name is Madison.
this Tim thought I was talking about,
Because I'm
I'm not talking about Miss Tim.
Like Grace, Miss Tim.
I'm not talking about Miss Tim. I'm talking about his husband, Tim.
Oh, because I was like, what's going on
I don't
here?
know what their pet names are.
Well, but the point
Y'all
is,
are a mess.
his husband. I wasn't talking about Madison.
You only live once, Maddie. You only live once.
You only
gotta
live
tell
once.
her.
You say you only live once.
So what I'm hearing is I'd like to see y'all. I'd like for y'all to have a loop text. I'm a match. I like to have a loop text thread
Okay.
because I know, Don, you like educated men or people. Craig is rich too. You haven't seen those canary diamonds in her ear.
He just hasn't flown on a private plane.
You haven't seen those canary diamonds in my daughter's ear. My daughter was in Italy.
Oh my God!
All right, y'all.
Don't listen to her.
I'm
Don, I'm gonna text you, and I'm gonna send you the stuff that I got from Craig's phone. When he was sitting up, and I airdropped it from his phone to mine. And you show Tim and see if it's worthy enough to go to the room with y'all.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna start calling Craig Canary. Canary Craig.
Craig Canary, bitch.
Canary Craig. Or Craig the Canary.
Oh my goodness.
Don, we love you.
I love you too, guys.
We champion you. We speak your name all the time. We pray for your protection.
Yes, we do.
We love the fact that you are a black fluorescent beige outside bitch beating the door in for the girls that are stealth and those that are out. I love where you are in your life. I promise you, CNN did the best thing by paying you a nasty severance, bitch.
Okay.
And you got out there and you started doing the own thing because you seem so happy and so free. And I just love what you're doing.
And you represent us well.
Very well.
Very well.
Thank you both. And that goes ditto for you. I'm so proud of you guys. I love you guys. Thank you so much.
And when we come to New York, we're going out for drinks.
And
all right.
And if you come to Atlanta, we need to go to
you come to the house. We'll make you the Screaming Mary.
We need to do a New Year's Eve show together.
Come on.
Oh my God, that would be great.
Yeah.
Tell your people in the room that we're gonna do that.
On Twitch.
Hey y'all, we're gonna do a New Year's Eve show.
Means he's gonna get wasted. Oh yeah.
we're gonna do a New Year's Eve show. You know what? We can take
all three of y'all.
What's the white guy that was on CNN? What's the white guy? Anderson Cooper and
Anderson. Andy Cohen.
And Andy, we're gonna take them out. Us and you.
Look what's happening. I'm in their bed. Look.
I know. They're ready for you to go.
All right. Don, get out that bed. I'm gonna text you.
All right. Love you guys.
I love you too.
Bye. Bye.
Oh my God, I love my baby. That's my baby. You hear what I'm telling you, bitch? I live for my Don.
Yes, indeed.
I live for Don. Calling all covens. Calling all covens. Calling all covens. That's right, my bitches. Get up and get on your brooms, honey, and fly your ass down here to Atlanta, bitch, for the T.S. Madison Calling All Covens birthday Halloween party bash extravaganza. Now listen, girl, y'all already know how I give it up, girl. You know I have the parties, honey, the parties of the parties. Visit www.sickeningevents.com, honey, to get your tickets, bitch, or just click the link in the bio, because this year's theme is Calling All Covens. So I need you to bring your cauldrons, your brooms, your black cats, and your wands, bitch, because the TS is turning up all night, honey, at the Cirque Bar and Grill. Listen, don't meet me there, bitch. Beat me there. Baby, this is the party to rival all parties. This is the T.S. Madison birthday bash Halloween costume party extravaganza. Bitch, I'm giving away $1,000 to the best dress. That is correct. $1,000 to the best costume. Now you gotta stay on theme, because I'm coming there to tear you girls up. So get ready, honey. Keep oil in your lamp, a cat on your broom, bitch, and an ass on a, well, see you at the party, girl. Don't meet me there, bitch. Beat me there. Click the link in the bio for information. Bye.
We wanted them to check for VD.
For VD. And for you ain't I was in my phone. Where would you take your ass down into that welfare? Use a dummy, bitch.
Calling all pin mob. Calling all pin mob. Honey, the fags are going international. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. August 5th through the 9th, 2026, Fag Talk Live in Antigua will be going down, baby. Get your tickets at www.fagtalkinternational.com. I need y'all to know, honey, that this is one of those trips that you don't want to miss. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We are going on an all-inclusive resort and spa situation, bitch, at the Royalton, honey, down there in Antigua.
I'm not too sure where Antigua is, but the Pin Mob, we're going to Antigua. Make sure you have your passport, make sure it's up to date, and be sure to get the travel insurance just in case something happens, because life happens. The spots are moving quickly. Do not wait until the last minute. You have an entire year to pay this trip off, so do yourself a favor. Treat yourself to a good time and meet us in Antigua for Fag Talk Live.
And for my rich bitches, add on the rich bitch option to include a full day with us as we tour the island, and who knows what else we gonna get into. God damn it, don't meet me down there to the ticket place. Beat me at the ticket place. That's right, girl. Honey, meet us down there to www.fagtalkinternational.com, honey. Low deposit and payment plans are available.
Oh. You met me as me.
We wanted them to check for VD.
For VD. Now we are coming back to Chicago in November. Chicago, Illinois. Child, we done mended our situation with the city winery, honey, and they done called their good sisters back. That's right, honey. The Fags are coming back November the 24th, 2025.
It's Thanksgiving week. You think I can get somebody in Chicago to bring me a little vegan something? What's up, Chicago? That's right, the Fags are coming back. That's Monday, November 24th. That's Thanksgiving week. You know you ain't going to work no way. Come on out and chill with the Fags. Get your tickets, www.fagtalk.com.
That's November the 24th, 2025. Get your tickets. Don't meet us there, Chicago. Meet us there.